should be live. So we're going to start this out with ink on the ladder. Adam's getting ready. And after that, we will jump right into the USA Cup games. Or the fundraising games, rather. So for now, Ink's got his warm-up game going. So he's got Ink against Rose. I played Rose a few times on ladder. I think it shows Canada. Not sure if he's got another name. I don't really know the Rose name, but you know, he might be a more known player. I'm pretty sure it's from Canada. He plays pretty good. Definitely takes games off me. So he's 2K plus level. He's playing Mayan. Ink is playing Bulgarians. So I'm guessing that it was a random. Although Bulgarians, I could see Ink just picking on ladder and then running into a Mayan, which we all do when we pick a Civ. Let's see the build for Ink here. Going for his backwood. Makes a lot of sense. Very smart. Some wall there. Could be very strong. It would keep the wood and walling here and up there. Would keep the gold line safe as well. The Jake, welcome, welcome. Yeah, almost ready for the show match.
Show match time spring 14 match.
So Adam was here and we were waiting for Ink, and now Adam went AFK. He probably went to have dinner or something, so he'll come back soon, hopefully. We're just going to cast Ink on the ladder. Should be a good game. He's against Rose, who's a good player. He went 4 to wood, so he went only 6 to sheep and then 4 to wood. So this is an indicator to me of a Mad Arms build. And since it's Bulgarian, he might even be trying something like one of those where he drush it. Not Mad Arms, I misspoke. Drush build. He might be trying to do something like a late drush into an early feudal time, and that way he gets the free Mad Arm upgrades right away. So it's like you get a little bit of a drush, but you also get a fast Mad Arms rush out of it if you play it that way. So Bulgarians do have some cool stuff other civs just can't do, right? We'll see how it actually plays out. Rage is here, yes. Oh, I can't wait to play the USA rap before the thing. We can't do it yet. We gotta do it right before the match. Oh, glorious. Oh, I love it. The Jake and Rage right here. We gotta do another one of those raps where it's all three of us. I'm thirsty. My mouth is dripping with rhymes. So still remained only 8 on the pours. I almost feel like he got up on food a little late. A little late for my taste. Yeah, it was. It was super good. I think we did a couple, didn't we? I re-listened to it. I forget what brought me into the channel, but I went to the music channel and I like took probably like an hour and I went up through it and listened to a bunch of our old songs. We had some good stuff. I know we got out of the practice. We stopped doing them for a while, but that's fun. We should bring that back. Okay, so 5 on wood. He's getting the small walls in. So he's going to have 4 on food, 5 on wood. The rest are going to be on the boar or berries. So 9 on the berries or the sheep. Oh my god, my tongue is backwards of. How are you going to rap if you can't even say the right thing? 4 on berries, 9 on sheep. Yeah, see, this is the problem here, right? Not enough food to up because there was too many on wood. Oh, it's really good that he actually got a warm-up game. This is sort of a disaster start for Ink, I think. He's good. He's a good player. He's gonna be able to like play out of this, but he is gonna be up late. He's definitely not utilizing the Bulgarian bonus we were talking about, where it might be an early or a late drush into an early Mad Arms rush, since you get the Mad Arm upgrade not only free, but it's an instant pop. So as soon as you're feudal, you get the Mad Arms upgrade. So it's like the fastest potential one you could get, but then free. So some Bulgarian players like to drush into it. So you get like 2 different timings for the same price, which is pretty cool. 2 to gold, 5 to wood still. So this could even just be a regular Man at Arms rush. 839 up. I'm really glad that Ink was able to get this warm-up game. So he just got on. and this is definitely a bit of a slower build. But he's against Mayans, so you know you gotta try and really calculate when you're against Mayans. They can drop back into range defense. They can rush FC. They can drop cast, like they can FC into castle drop and go plume. So they have so many options as Eagles, or as Mayans. And the one, of course, I forgot was the Eagles. So it will be Mad Arms. They're coming out now. Stevo, what up? What up? Zara. Yeah, definitely very pre-walls. But if you're not going to have army, I mean, it's such a cheap investment for what you get out of it, right? It makes you safe. So the Drushes are coming in between 8 and 10 minutes, and then pre-11 minutes, highly likely that a Mad Arms Rush is going to come in. So if you just make these few things, then you don't have to do it. Actually, I was talking to Grath. I played Grath the other day, and I was trying to give him just a little bit of tips. One thing is doing like what Ink's doing here, right? You don't wait. You don't gotta be Viper. You don't gotta wait until the person shows up and he's one tile away from your berries, and then you throw down 10 walls while you're sipping your soda and whatever else. You put it down early, and that way you can use your APM when they're having to wall, right? And you don't have to go back and wall. That way you're fully focused on your army, and they're like hitting walls or doing other things. So I really like it, and we're seeing it right now, right? This is exactly the difference, right? The small wall was able to keep the melee damage out from red, and now Ink is able to walk across. Even though he was quite late, he was able to walk across and do damage because red was, I don't know what you want to call it, laziness, ballsiness, dumminess. But he did not do the quick walling, and he even knew, because he drushed, he knew what was coming across the field. He did have Militia out, and Mad Arms was the likely play for him, so he knew he wouldn't really take too much damage. But he could have small walled, he could have made a range, he would have saved not having to do the Mad Arm upgrade potentially, but also could have left the Mad Arms in Ink's base, right? To get that counter damage in. As we see it, just like I said, like the pre-walling, it seems way early, right? You're like, ooh, this seems like a bunch of stuff to do. But you're doing it when you have free APM while you've clicked up and you're kind of just sitting there twiddling your thumbs for a while. So I like it. Range coming out too for Ink. Range and Blacksmith. Now he's going for a big farm lay down. He's already got Fleshing. Going for armor as well. And Skirm's coming out. So Ink is going to try and really put the pressure on Rose here. Looks like he took a bad fight when we weren't watching. So he'll switch to the Skirm and Archers. He would like to keep more Skirms on the field than red. Push him off range tech if he can. Bulgarian obviously doesn't really want to fight range tech, crossbows and plumes from Mayans. It's just going to be full disaster. So Ink has to make sure he has more skirms first of all, and then he has enough archers to deal with an eagle counter play either in feudal or castle age. But not so many that the red can go up and drop mangonels and it's bad, right? So it's definitely a pickle. Missing. Oh, this is good for Rose here. We'll see if he hits those Deervilles. Ink's going to utilize the hill. We like to see that. And Rose is going to take a roundabout way instead of going directly in. He's going to go sneak around, and I guess he'll try and hit like the gold or the wood. He has scouted this base, so he knows the layout. Both players playing so unwalled. Scratch that. Rose is just walling passively. Yeah, playing against Mayan is very difficult. I mean, they have everything you want. Better eco, cheaper archers, cheap unique units. They got an eagle switch, they got a crossbow switch, they got a light switch, doesn't matter. Bro, yo, I'm gonna say that this, I'm gonna say that this one was from you. The prize pool for this one was from you, and the other one is from Potter. So I did tell the players, Broio and Potter and Kraken, for you guys in chat, all donated $25 to the different show matches so that the players could win something as well. They were playing for just the donations for the main event, but now we have some awesome prizes for them as well. So it's very cool. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So actually, on that note, I can just get their info and send it to you if you want. That would probably be the easiest way. That way it can just be directly, and I don't have to get my paws on any of it. Steve asked me, yes, he was like, yo, I'll sign up for Venmo right now. Perfect. Okay, will do. Still only, oh no. So we actually have 14 on wood now for ink. That's a lot. 10 on gold, 13 farms. So I think his wood balance is a little high, and his farm balance is just about right. But he is going into skirm, so it makes sense, right? It tracks. Like, if you're going to need more farms for those skirms, you're going to be doing less market abuse probably because you're going into those skirms. You know you're going to be in feudal for a while, and you're trying to trade armies as much as you can. Red going for the skirms instead of dropping some eagles. I guess it's easier, right? It's not bad. Saving some of the gold for up. Red doesn't have the best balance here for upping. He also has too many on wood. And he did go for that sneak on the wood line like we talked about. He used a different army though. Or grouped with an army. 9 archers here hitting that back wood line. The tower will keep the gold safe. Now there is armor and fletching on both players' units, so the skirms is going to be the strongest unit on the field, and the archers will be to kill the vills and to kill the counter skirm units. Looks like ink is going to up with the market, and red is going to be a little bit late. He is a couple vills ahead. He does have the larger army as well, so maybe he can turn this into some more dead vills for ink and expand this lead. Ink is switching over to stable. Interesting. So theory here would be, right, you go so many skirms that you incentivize the Mayan to go eagles or pikes and not into crossbow and plumes anymore, and then you switch to knights. I think that's the idea. I don't know that we actually were able to really make this work because we do have oh, Ray with the $20. Thank you, Ray. Heck yes. Banned from Venmo. Oh my gosh, got banned from Venmo. Thank you, man. To the prize pool.
USA.
The main event is actually, we're getting there. We're definitely over halfway to at least the goal that I set for us here. I don't know if any other places are going to do any prize pool, but yeah, that's awesome. $21 ruse. So 2 stable and skirms. I don't think we have enough. I'd like to see like maybe 12 skirms for ink. That way you can do elite skirm, you can push back those crossbow, and then get the knights in there for the switch of reds, which would be either into eagles, pikes, or mangoes. Adam's here. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Once this game is over, we'll get into the actual games, the tasty games. It's so perfect because the last weekend was like the arena players, so we got to see some Regicide Fortress, we got to see some of those more closed maps, and these players are more what I would say like the aggressive like Arabia player types. So I don't know what kind of map pool they're gonna go for, but Ink and Adam is just gonna be a great match. They play similar styles, both players are very good, so I think there should be some fireworks going off for sure. It wouldn't even take my nudes. Don't you hate that? Interesting. 2TC University coming out for Rose, so he's going to try and drop back and just play defensive here. He's already got a villager lead. The second TC will bring it up as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on the Vill count now. Every minute he's going to get +2 over Ink. Ink is getting +2 armor on the knights. He's going to go for some diving. He wants to get the damage in. The strategy here for Rose is going to be to keep massing those crossbow. Try to get a critical mass where you can 1 to 2 shot a night. If you can 1 shot a night, you're basically a god on the field. You can walk wherever you want. If you 2 shot a night, you still kind of have to watch your numbers, but it's in a good spot. So he's going to probably not move out until he can do that. Staying near his base also keeps him safe from like mangoes and other things if he has to drop a mango himself. And he's already on 3 TC, so he's decided to take a economy lead, so he'll probably mainly stay on his side of the field now. Maybe go in for light counterattacks, so there's a little bit of archers around the field. Ink is finding some vills here. Villager count now within 2. But again, every minute that's going to go up for Rose. It's already going up. A lot of crossbow. I mean, I really would prefer if you guys use the map pool that we're using. If Ink doesn't mind, that's fine, but migration is not in the map pool. I tried to give like fair maps for all the different types that people would have played. So like the water maps, I did more standard water maps. Like if you guys want to do that, that's fine, but it would probably be better if you guys just use the map pool. I know that you were hoping for migration, but I think that, yeah, we didn't go with the migration. Oh, lots of, I didn't even see the mangoes. Okay, so Ink actually went forward with the Siege Workshop as well. So I like that addition here. He knows he's got to do something quick. We're up to 4 vills a minute now that Rose is going to be going ahead. You can already see it manifesting, right, in the vill counts. But 3 mangoes will take down a TC really well. Didn't go for the elite skirm for Ink, went right into the siege. And I think that was a good choice, right? He was kind of under skirmed for going for elite skirm. Monks coming out, double monastery monks coming out. This is one of the units that we found out that I'm probably underusing. Early monks is very strong, converting those knights. I mean, he gets like 3 monk converts and then he can just snipe the mangoes, right? It's just like crazy value. TC likely will go down. 10 vills now ahead for Rose. I see 2 monks, 3 monks. We'll have 5 pretty soon. Unfortunately, he's queuing a little too many of those. Wow, 5 monks now. There's only 9 knights. Nice. So Ink's gonna get that TC. Boom. Well, he's doing a really good job of staying just outside of that monk range, actually. Like, even losing 2 knights would be disastrous. 2 knights could clear up these mangoes. This is huge micro from Ink. He's staying outside of the monk range and getting all this mango damage. Wow, wow, wow. Up to 13 knights and 3 mangonels now. Still down by 10 vills. Okay, a 4th TC was put on the field, so he's back to 3 altogether. Eagle switch is coming out. Definitely a little late, though. You'd be thinking Eagle and Pike. I feel like it's either one or the other, right? I don't know if you can get away with crossbows into monks, into a full switch into Eagles and Siege. We'll see if he's able to do it. He does have a pretty good eco balance, him being Rose. Really nice for Ink too, getting all these farms dead, right? That's a lot of eco not being used. Rose is actually on 0 farmers right now, so while he does have 3 TCs, he's not going to be able to continue production of those TCs. He needs, you know, 15 plus farms just for that, not even counting the Eagles, so he might just be overloading on gold and then market abusing for the food, which can work some games. Eagles don't cost that much food. Ink is trying to take the best fight he can. He's using the mangoes onto the crossbow and the monks. Looks like it was decent. He's going to go for it. I believe it's very close fight. I like where red is positioned. He's minimizing the surround of Ink's knights, but I think Ink has enough knights if he's able to snipe these monks down before they get too many more converts. He's got 1, he's got 2. Very nice for Ink. Wow, from the brink of destruction here. Still down by 3 vills, but he's got a lot of map control. Is he expanding out yet? Beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. TCs are for noobs. Yeah, Ray, I was thinking that the fights could go either way as well. Look at the score. Like, this is a super tight game. It's within 2 villagers. It's within 20, 20 score. Now, this will keep Rose very safe. They're both on the same villager count. This should also get him his farm count back. So if he can get this castle up without losing more vills, he should be okay. But nice use of the knights there for Ink. Slowing down the progression of the castle. Great damage. Great idle time. He probably needs to start either making rams instead of mangonels now to bust the castle. I want to get like 6 rams or something like that. Somewhere around that. Or start dropping some TCs so we can keep up with the vill production of Rose once Rose is completely safe. So still, in 2 minutes, Rose can be even in vills. Does he have the farm count to keep it sustained, though? He's only got 5 on food. He's about to open up these, though. So he'll be able to keep almost all 3 TCs running. If he drops 4 more farms and he, like, mills here, uses these, he should be alright. A lot of vills inside the castle there. Ink fixing his eco a bit. Getting some spread out gold. Wow, there's a lot of pressure from Ink. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, this is where that monk value is just like exponential, right? Because you steal their knights, which is a huge swing of resource. You keep your monk alive, and then you can snipe mangoes. Not only that, but now you force your opponent to like protect the mangoes and keep the knights really close to them rather than going raiding. Hassan, yes. USA. So this is Ink's warm-up game. We're just about to start the actual match here. Actually, Adam, if you're still in chat, if you want to like get the Civ draft ready so we can just give Ink the link right away, that might bring the time down a little bit. If you want, if you're just relaxing or warming up, that's totally fine too. Boothman with the sub, thanks Booth. 47, that's a lot. Oh no, oh no. Buck, 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 buck! Ouch. So what do we got? 20 military for Rose, 16 for Ink. A lot of Ink's military costs like 2 to 3 times as much as Rose's, so that's not really a good metric to see which army's gonna win. Ink definitely has the better army, even though it's fewer. He's also got mobility here. Plumes aren't unmobile though, so it's gonna be a good counterattack here. And the big thing for Ink is he hasn't dropped any TCs yet. Oh my god, this crate post. Oh my god, Ink. What a big brain. First thing he defends himself with. I would have the opposite effect. I would lay the foundation down and then the dude would show up and kill all my builds. Wow, that is great game sense from Ink. He knows there's plumes on the field now. There was a castle that stopped his initial push, and if the pressure is taken off of Rose, then he's going to go for a counterattack, right? As soon as he feels safe enough not to lose villagers directly or take really bad trades. So really smart by both players. I'm going to run through some monks here. Looks like Ink might even run back to his base and try to swallow up this army. He does have his leads going down. maintaining about a 10 lead, but it is going down now. He's getting that second and third TC up, so very soon he will be able to keep up with Rose's production. Rose is still getting the farm count that he needs to keep it going anyways. Yeah, Raiden's playing, man. Hassan is going to, I think his show match is going to be the last weekend in April too, against T90. How juicy is that? Forward castle now, on the hill too. Pretty strong. Rose is doing standard Mayan things now, booming, dropping castles, and running around with plumes. Sending in more. He's also grabbing the relics. Good job by Rose trying to macro out of this. He is down in Vills though. Can Ink get up and get like Cavalier and Trebs before Rose can get up and transition over to Halbs or Eagles? I think that's kind of what we're looking at here. Although there is Cray Post, maybe Ink will go something with the unique unit. I think it's Conics for this. Conics. There's another relic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's got 3 in now. Vill's going down. 20 Vill deficit here for Rose. Ink is keeping the pressure on. But he is losing his army, which could be pretty hard for him to replace. His army does cost a lot more than Rose's army, and he's going down to like 5 army now. Rose is sitting at 40. So 40 plumes is getting close to that number where you can 1 or 2 shot knights. Like that's strong. Keeping him off wood now. I feel like Ink is going to take some heat for the next few minutes while he's upping. He's switching over to light cavalry, so maybe he'll go for... Interesting. Some Conics are coming out. Yeah, some Conics and light cav. Forward castle here. Gonna go... I like the castle position. The thought behind this is we want the castles close enough to our opponent's castle that we can protect a Treb and hit their castle, but you know, you don't want them to be trebbing you. So I like that we're on a hill. It's kind of close though. Maybe back here would have been good, but they're kind of in the same position now. So whoever gets Trebs going first is going to really try and focus down these castles from the opponents, especially when you're against Mayan. You want to pop all their castles as soon as you can. You want to force them to either make Trebs out of it so they're not making plumes, or to kill it so they're not making plumes. Could also see a champion switch from Ink if Rose goes into Halbs and Eagles, but definitely the first thing is going to be Treb. Gets armor. Struggling on eco a little bit. There's actually a really good time for Rose to come in on these gold mines. Ink can't quite afford the Treb that he wanted to get to. He did afford the armor though, but this seems early. The armor's not done, and that's a lot of plumes. Uh-oh. Okay. Looking for that other gold. Treb now in queue. Plumes are going to hang around this gold mine as long as possible. Treb coming out. We want to start that as soon as we can. Second Treb on the way. I love that he's prioritizing Trebs. I think that's... while you're under pressure, it's hard not to prioritize army, right? You want to alleviate the pressure as fast as you can. But the better move here, the higher value move, is to get these castles dead. So I like that he's still maintaining the Treb production. Wow, Rose is going to get that other gold mine. Now the game sense is turning. There's actually 2 gold mines over here. I think we're going to see a lot of the fighting here over on the eastern flank. These 2 gold mines and the hills and then the third from Rose is there as well. So if Ink is able to get these 3 trebs pressing on this castle, it should go down pretty fast, and then maybe he can do something with this hill, take this hill in some way. Not sure. The army he's gonna field. They're getting armor now. Plumes are backing up. They don't like what they're seeing. Rose is 40 seconds away from up. So Ink will have a significant treb lead. Can he get to that second castle? This one I think will definitely go down. It looks like there's not a whole lot of repairing going down for Rose yet. He does have 350 stone though, so he can start repairing if he wants to. If you want a math nerd, you can do 8 vills per treb here. So he would need a lot, right? Once you're talking 3 trebs, that's a lot of vills you have to repair with just to maintain the HP of that castle. So it's just not going to be enough time for Rose to do that. He's up to Imp now, so he'll be doing, let's see if he goes for trebs or for army. More Great Posts going down on the field. I like this map control from Ink, getting the static difference around. He's actually got 2 stone mines over there with that one. It looks like Rose is going to prioritize army. His next castle is far enough away where the trebs of Ink won't be able to press forward until Ink has the better army to support them now, because we don't have that castle supporting, right? As we talked about earlier, how you use a castle to support your treb to push another castle on a hill. Now he has to wait and get army. So I like what Rose is doing. He's prioritizing the army now. The castle's already dead. No reason to trade trebs now. That wouldn't really help as much because we have to maintain this castle or this hill position and keep this gold. So he's going to prioritize into the elite plume. He does have some racks, so we could be seeing Halbs coming out as well. And he's going to push for these extra gold mines. So this is a very important hill here, controlling 3 different golds. I don't know that both players will leave this area for some time. Maybe see some raiding from Ink with his knight mobility, but you know, that's about it. Not going to get a whole lot there. There's actually no gold on the, other than the 2 Ink's already on, there's no gold on that western flank. So everything is going to be pushed towards the east. Like, there's actually no incentive to go left other than the wood lines for late game. So there is some stone too. Both armies are getting pretty big, 33 for Ink and 62 for Rose. Again, Ink is, his army is a lot stronger, right? It's more HP, it costs more. It's not really a fair judge. Ooh. I think I like Rose's position here. 4 monks getting converts. Only 2 of them actually got the converts, though. That's a lie. 3. He's also utilizing the hill. Ink is just kind of A-moving. Trebs. Beautiful play by Ink. Trebs are going on to the plumes here. Well, they just changed, but that was very cool. Going to keep that treb alive. More coming in. About 15 more plumes coming in to support. Now we're seeing this even out. I just love, I love trebbing units. But we do want to get that castle down. So this is where you could use the sending 8, right? There's only 1 treb left. You could definitely keep this alive with 340. Too late there for Rose. The conics are everywhere. How are we doing on the gold mine? Peaceful gold miners. Hussar switch could be in the works here. 56 farms, so he's getting to the point where he could support it real soon. Like 80 plus is best if you're gonna go full Hussar. That way you can also sell as well if you need. But we're there. We're like 60 now. He could start soon. He has a lot of conic production. And there we go. There's the Hussar being called for in chat. We've got dismounted dude slowing us down. Well, Ink looks like he busted this wide open with those castles down and no switch over into Halbs and Pike for Rose. GG, well played. Wow. Back from the brink. Strong play there by Ink. Against Mayan is so difficult. So he went for a 1 TC all in first, pushed the Mayan around when they were on 3 TC, also getting their castle up while they want to eco, while they're not making as much army, and then he kind of braced, defended, went up, got better tech. I think the big factor here was knowing to get to 3 trebs.
What a master versus Mayans.
Right? Absolutely. So yeah, really, really strong.